Well, and welcome back to Jonah's Boxing Blog with me, Eddie Morris.
Ourselves, Jonah.
Marcus Portman.
Marcus Portman, everybody knows who Marcus is round here. One of our talented boxers and a title holder, but we get to that in a minute. We'll start this one off with Marcus was a bit younger. Do you want to start this one off, Phil?
Yeah, how old was you and where was your first gym you went to?
It was Windmill Centre, Smethwick. I was about 11. Yeah, about 11 years old I was.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
And how did you find it when you first went in?
It was unknown really, yeah. I had a little trainer that, he was tiny, he was officially a midget like, and I went into the gym, I was like, this is a strange environment. I'm going to like it. And then as soon as I'd done one session, I came back, I said to my dad, I love this.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think most people got hooked from the start when they went in like 10, 11. And if you're going to do it, you get that feeling straight from the start when you go in.
Yeah. I mean, my brother and I went originally. My brother hated it, so it was one or the other. But my dad kept on saying to my brother still to go there.
Was he older brother or younger?
Older, 1 year older.
1 year
older.
He
hated it. He was more like the clever one, the person who picks up the pen, and I was just the person who,
As a bro.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Do you remember the atmosphere when you first went in?
Yeah, I mean, there was only like about 5 fighters there. It weren't a big camp.
It was only a small
gym. It weren't a big gym like Wednesbury was. When I get to that in a bit, but Smethwick was it was a small gym, and I think he was just starting off himself, so he took me.
Early days,
yeah. So he was still young in the game, like the trainer was. So
it's quite a rough area there where the Windmill Centre is, because I used to go there myself.
Windmill Centre, yeah, them tall high-rise flats.
Yeah, all by the flats there.
That's it. It was really rough.
Something like 5 minutes from Hamilton House and all that, and Cape Hill and all that area there.
That's exactly where it was. Yeah.
My brother lived by there for years.
Did they?
Yeah, absolute years. And I used to catch the bus over there and walking just up through that estate. So I admit, when I used to be a bit worried myself, and I was only 16 to be fair then.
Because I went to school there, see, so it was like convenient. On the way back from school,
Do you remember what year that was?
Oh God.
I was going over there in 1990.
1992, I think it was.
Yeah, well, I was going over there then.
No way.
Yeah, Windmill Centre.
I was catching boxing then.
It was prime rough times then, weren't it?
Yeah, my brother got a flat there, and I used to walk through there, and I used to think, oh my God,
this
was scary coming up through there. So for you, for 11-year-old kid to get boxing there, fair play to even walk through the estate. To be fair.
Yeah.
Do you remember, like, was it all like your sort of age group, all just started like 11, 12, or was it up to the age of 16 then?
Exactly the same age as me, really.
Yeah.
There was a kid called Tony Swindle, who I'm actually training now.
Yeah.
He's came back and I'm actually training him for a few white collar fights. So
Great stuff.
It was me and him who had competitive sparring at the start. We was like neck and neck, everything we done. We'd sprint the same, with burpees the same, with shuttle sprints the same, everything like that.
Yeah.
Bleep test and that, we was exactly on par with each other. Yeah, we'd push each other.
Yeah, great.
So there was only like four or five of us there.
Did you get your medical from there as well to fight?
Yeah, I had 3 fights there. Won 2, lost 1.
Was that in your first season, was that?
First season. I'd only had 1 season at Smethwick.
You only had one season in Smethwick?
Yeah.
Do you remember what venues you fought at there? Was all that just into clubs back then?
Yeah, it was just like Edgbaston. I think it was the
local
reservoir. By Edgbaston Reservoir.
By the reservoir, yeah. That would have been at the big where they do all the dancing and that. Yeah, I know the place. Yeah.
That's right.
That'd have been quite a big venue back then, because it was quite posh back there as well.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that venue. Tower Ballroom was at the other side of it, Rory, if I remember.
Exactly, yeah.
I boxed there as well, did
You boxed Tower Ballroom as well?
Yeah, boxed to the end of the 80s, late 80s.
And where did you go through after that? You come from Smethwick?
Straight to Wednesbury. Well, I hid on the streets that I couldn't get a fight really. I kept on turning up to, I mean, you know when you're amateur, when you get to these shows, they pull out or something happens, you never end up fighting.
Yeah,
or you end up getting a call before you go, the kid's pulled out.
Yeah.
And I was getting sick of it, so someone says, go to Wednesbury, you'll fight every week. And I was like, yeah, really? And then literally all I did.
How true was it?
Yeah, what age was you then? 12, 13?
Yeah, about 12, 13, yeah, exactly.
And you'd walked into Wednesbury. It was a total different kind of gym for you there. Busy, quite full.
Busy.
Well, would have been Woden School. Was it Woden School then?
Yeah, it was Wednesbury School.
Woden School,
right at the top of the...
How was your weight on your first fight, Marcus? What was your weight?
I think I was about 50 kilograms, 50 kilos, something like that.
What's that then?
Yeah.
Lightweight?
Like 9.
No, smaller than lightweight,
Yeah, about 9 stone I was. Yeah.
Age of 11, no, that's a pretty
Yeah, I was quite tall, like early on.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it first season at Wednesbury? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was fine all the time. When I walked into Wednesbury, I mean, I've seen the likes of, I think Brand Summers was there, Andy Hardy was there.
Mackie Richards.
Mackie Richards was the one who originally caught my eye. I seen him switch it in and then he was just like so fluent, he was fast, he was fluent. And I thought, yeah, I think he's really good.
He was a southpaw as well, wasn't he?
Exactly, yeah. So he been doing southpaw. I was looking at him, but he was switching, and I was thinking, how did you do that? And that was one I looked at. Was Mackie Richards.
He mastered it, didn't he, Mackie Richards?
Yeah,
he was
very
really fast,
really good on the eye.
Yeah,
yeah.
What did you think of the training at Wednesbury? Was it a bit different to Smethwick?
Yes, it was a lot harder. To be fair, it was probably 3 times harder. Yeah. Especially outside on the runs and stuff. I went, but he didn't really run. He ran in the sports hall. But that's about it. We never really ran outside.
Never ran outside much then?
No, never.
You used the field a lot. Did you have the athletics tracks on the back there?
Yeah, that's right. The famous hill.
And the hill.
The bank. Did you do the banks?
Yeah.
Did you do the banks? Did you?
Oh yeah, the banks. Yeah.
Okay, it's good on the legs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You did the piggybacks as well at the banks.
Exactly. Yeah, we did that as well.
Helped us though, I think, as boxers.
We've had
a lot, proper so much, because up and down them banks, you feel it on your calves, on your thighs.
He never got any easy, did he?
No.
Never. Yeah.
You trained in the snow? Or there's some of the stories about the press-ups in the snow and the running in the snow. And, who was the trainers then? That would have been Tony Tobin.
Tony Tobin was down there, and there was Errol, but
Errol was the main trainer, wasn't he?
Yeah, Errol was the main trainer. I mean, he was young then himself, so Tony was down there as well.
Yeah. Who else was there? Was Harpin there with you then? Who was there? Paulie Harpin.
I'm not sure. I don't.
Lenny Wilson gone as well.
There's a couple hanging around, like, but I didn't really recognise them at them days. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else was like training. It was obviously I was training there then.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I was with. I was
training. Then he went to Tipton, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Do you remember how many fights you had in your first season at Wednesbury?
I had at least 10.
10?
Yeah, at least 10 in the first season.
Do you remember the venues you was going to back then?
Hilltop, I think one of them. No, one of them
everybody boxed at Hilltop back in the day. That was
Hilltop.
One of the local shows.
Club.
U-Tree as well.
Boxing
U-Tree. Yeah. And a couple over Birmingham. That's
Golabas was a good one. But West Brom as well, wasn't it?
West Brom, that was a regular venue there as well.
Good venue there as well.
Do you remember getting your first boxing shorts and boots and all that yourself?
I don't remember that part, No, I thought my dad, got into all that. He enjoyed, saying, son, there's your first. Because he not pressured me into it. He really wanted me to be a boxer.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted to do himself, but he couldn't really make himself.
It's good when you get that family support behind you and you've got somebody like pushing you into it as well.
It's better, isn't it? It helps you to feel more confident side age. You've got some family back in.
So 13 now, first 10 fights for Wednesbury. How many do you think you got on?
I think I won about 8 of them. Yeah.
Oh, very good then. Very good.
8, yeah.
You're looking forward to your second season now for Wednesbury.
Yeah, I was on the roll basically, because I was used to having a fight. First season, there's that many pullouts and stuff. Anyway, I was just getting let down. I was getting frustrated. I didn't really know. I think I don't want to carry on doing it.
Yeah,
you're putting that training and not getting a fight.
Exactly. Yeah. And I thought this is what it's all about. I'm getting the buzz now. I'm going to venue, and and my dad's loving it as well. I'm getting wins and stuff. So yeah.
Did you get any extra pocket money off your old man if you'd done a bit of a win or anything?
No. It used to buy a pair of trainers on the latest ones when I used to win.
Get some new air.
Give you a bit of senti ready to...
The new Ratchies.
Yeah, new Ratchies.
Yeah.
How old was you then? Say 11 to 12 your first year. So in Wednesbury, your
12 to 13 first season.
12 to 13.
Yeah.
Was you in the championships that year, or did you enter the year after?
About a year after that, because what it was, there was a lot at welterweight. I mean, I was 10 stones. I was welterweight then, and all the championships was tied up for. I think there was Mutley, there was Jimmy Gould. What weight was yourself again now? Was you?
I was like middle. I was.
You were just over that weight, weren't you?
Yeah.
But there's 3 or 4 in front of me. There was 4 welterweights.
I knew there was quite a few welterweights at Wednesbury.
Woodley, Jimmy Gould. He said just Elwell.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
well, Colin Lyons and all them. There was quite a lot of
Bromley
there was a
and
lot.
all, Carl Bromley and all.
I mean, at Wednesbury,
There was
there was all 67 kilos, and I was like the latest one in there.
Alex was another one, wasn't he?
Alex.
Yeah, I remember Wednesday having a massive amount
He
of
was good,
welterweights.
wasn't
Brilliant he was. He was one of
Our boxing, didn't
He did, yeah.
Yeah, I watched
yeah.
him.
One an amateur.
He
He was brilliant to watch. He was.
Feet, so feet, just lightning hands.
Yeah. Lands left up good as well, didn't he?
What did you have to do to get fired?
You know that. You know what it is.
I really felt about last round.
Yeah.
Did he beat you that one?
He beat me on points in the heavyweights, yeah. And then we went to get to Jersey, didn't we, after that?
That's right, yeah.
I joined, well, I just had a gift of holiday, I think, off Teddy. He says, come on, because my face was out here. It wasn't working. The box started to come out the ring, my face was like this. For Jesus Christ, for the first, second and third round, they have a mark on me. And then the last round, but he was a clever boxer.
He was.
He kept on giving bang, bang.
He was always fit as
Catch
well.
me right there, I'll be like,
He was always fit, man. But there was like 3 or 4 at the weight, so we had to take it in turns.
To get a fight, took welter.
Jimmy was like the star boy at the time there. Muttley was the talented one, but
The
the
lazy
lazy one, and
Yeah.
he just used to turn up and like drop his bag on the floor and just do nothing. But when he put his gloves on, you flipping knew about it, and I was like, I was looking at him thinking,
what a waste. Yeah, do you know,
That
actually
as well.
trained that.
This is why we want to get him on here to get his side of the story as well. It'd be nice to get him
I
on
asked
here
him, but his
today.
son, I asked him, but his son's, his son's
So busy at the football as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
busy with his football. His son's
yeah.
playing football.
He's going
today,
to do
so-
well. He's going to be the next superstar in that family, the lad is.
Yeah, I can
Definitely.
understand why he's with his son at the minute, because
Yeah.
that's.
He's going to be a very talented kid.
Without a
His
doubt,
football skills and phenomenal. I've seen some little videos of him and that, and I think awesome.
Yeah.
He can be a superstar like his daddy.
Exactly.
So Lee, if you miss watching this, we do want you on, mate. You are a local legend and a bit of a superstar for us all. So come on, brother, come on.
And he knows what, like, he was like giving lazy in the gym after me.
Loads of people say he'd come in, drop the
I was
bag
lazy,
and-
but yeah.
He said, yeah, you too was.
And he's probably lazy than me, because I mean, look, I'd go out for a run and I would take Lee.
I used to see Lee
He was always
running.
competitive when he was
Yeah, yeah.
major
I used to see him
competitive.
running. I probably passed you running as well back in the day, because I've lived around here for years, like, and always used to pass Wodo. I remember all the boxers running up and down.
Like, he always seemed like he was like proper laid back now. Like, really
It wasn't until he had to. As soon as that switch was flipped.
in the ring.
Yeah, man, he was.
He's an animal. Isn't he?
We used to think what mood he was in at the time,
Yeah.
and you know how hard he used to do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
He kind of like sharpened you up. He made you aware of.
Yeah.
Well, especially me, he made me aware of my defence and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's why I become like. He helped me to become like a good defensive fighter.
Right,
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right in southpaw, believe it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said that to me. Somebody said, I'm sure Marcus is a left-hander, and I think, well, I think he's right-handed, but he is a southpaw.
That's right. Yeah, right in the southpaw.
Yeah, so they did get that right.
Yeah.
You can do both, though, can't you, Marcus? Yeah, you can.
I had to learn on my left.
Macca was like saying.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I've picked up a few
Yeah,
tips off
Macca was
Macca,
exactly the
so-
same. He could like switch from.
Yeah.
I could do it, but I mean, like, all like on the level.
So, as you were saying, you had to, like, wait for a fight, so you'd be like, Mark Gould have a fight, Woody have a fight, then you'd have a fight, and then go through till you know.
In the championships, like,
That's it. Championships, we'd all take it in turns. Like Jimmy would be in the ABA because he was like, that's to say, the top of the tree. Then he was winning everything. I think. He was like the one. He knew. Everyone knew to put him in there. He was the dark horse. Like he knew he could win it if he trained.
Yeah.
And he started, to push through.
Yeah.
Then there's me who just came in, the talents, but the unknown talent kind of thing. So I had my turn in the NABCs. I got to the final with that, and then lost in the finals. And to be honest, that was the only championships I ever got in, because Muttley and Jimmy was all proven to be. I'd won it before, so I never ever got another chance. Yeah.
What sort of age was you? 13, 14 then when you was fighting in that championships then?
I'd say about
13, 14.
About 14, yeah.
What was like some of the fighters you was fighting against then? A lot tougher, a lot more talented fighters obviously than local shows.
Yeah, I mean, in the ABCs, like you knew was the level was stepping up.
Fair what you go as well.
Yeah, you knew the level was like bit more pressure as well.
Yeah.
I went away from home. I think I boxed in London for the semis.
Yeah.
And then I boxed this guy with a twitch. He kept on putting his head out like I looked weird. And to be honest, he was easy to beat, but he was putting me off. I come back when I lost against him in the final, and everyone was like, "You had that in the He was easy to beat."
Yeah.
I said he had this twitch. I couldn't.
Yeah, he just
kept
took off your focus.
Offsetting me.
Yeah, just took off your focus. I'm like a
Everyone was
chicken.
gutted. I lost that fight. I lost all the ABCs because of that.
And what year was that? Would have been 87,
No,
88?
no, no,
90.
no.
Not old,
Yeah,
yeah.
late 90s. I think.
Late
Yeah,
90s.
Yeah.
And Wednesbury, who was training at Wednesbury then? That would have been Errol, Tony, Lenny Wilbur.
Tony was there, and Errol, Tony and Errol, and probably only Tony and Errol.
I'd say,
main
yeah.
trainers,
That's all I remember. Is Tony and Errol, yeah.
Yeah, those were the main trainers then.
Yeah, I remember Wildale School beat quite a few people. How many kids was in there then,
We had
boxing?
loads. We had loads.
He looked pretty rammed, if I remember. Every time
He
you used to
was.
see them all going in.
He was thriving then when the gym was, to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
the sparring
The
there.
quality of boxers that was in there.
67 to 71, so there was just like phenomenal talent
Yeah.
all round. To be
Yeah,
honest. Yeah.
It was just able to give you inspiration from there, watching them train.
I would say Macca Richards and Jimmy was actually Macca Richards. I was going to get to you. Macca Richards. I would say Lee Allett because his dad
brilliant.
was always with him, and like
Yeah.
I could see he was like the push superstar.
Yeah.
And he was just like everything was crisp and correct. And then there was a few, even yourself and Motley, there's 4 or 5, Jimmy Gould as well. There was all slightly above me level wise then because I was younger.
A bit older than you know,
A
wasn't
bit
he?
older, yeah. A bit older
Hopefully, we're
than
going
me.
to get Jimmy Gould in here next week. And his
Yeah,
lad
he's on
Liam.
next week, Jimmy's.
Yeah, I spoke to him yesterday. He said he's going to come on the show. So yeah.
I loved what we're doing now because obviously it wouldn't be nothing if we could get all you guys on. But
It's yourself doing the good work. At the
yeah,
minute,
man,
so,
and we want to get everybody's story out there as well. We'll get to your fight as well. You got coming up, and Marcus is still fighting everybody. You won't believe it,
Yeah,
but he
well-
is still
How old are you
fighting.
now, Marcus?
43 now.
We are 43, fantastic.
Mark's a suit me up.
Yeah, so you remember when you went to Jersey then, you was only 19, wasn't you?
Yeah, about 19 it was.
19, yeah, because I was
Yeah.
25, and I'm 49, so yes, 6 years old, so he's only 19 when you Jersey.
Going through your amateur career at Wednesbury, did you box all through the ABAs while it was like 16, 17? Or also amateur fighting at 18?
Did you, like say, enter the ABAs and ABCs?
I wanted to enter the ABAs, but I think Errol said to me I was going to enter the ABAs. I think then he swapped me for I think from Motley, I think. And I was gutted. But I only went in the ABCs once. Yeah. But then I did get called up for Crystal Palace for the England squad.
Yeah.
I always wanted to get called up for Crystal Palace. Finally got there.
Brilliant there, isn't he?
Did you box for
Yeah.
Crystal Palace?
Yeah.
I'm sure you did, didn't you?
Yeah, man.
The year
I watched Gavin Reese, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
The year I got called up, they ran out of funding.
Yeah.
So I never actually went there because you go in the camp, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go up to actually Crystal Palace,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You go in the camp, and then they ran out of funding. I was like, oh god.
It's like you scatter bush train,
Bus,
metro.
Houston tram.
Yeah.
I went there in 1990, I did. Yeah, 1919. It was in the winter time. You remember when I boxed rugby? Because when like I was there was me, Ardy and Ahmed, Prince of Nassim, and I got picked.
Did ya?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got picked in. Basically, I mean, like because I had an argument with him. Right to the arcade machine first. I mean, we've had this.
Arcade machine.
The arcade machine. But listen to this one. Listen to this one. We've Crystal Palace, yeah, and yeah, because we don't have any money.
Yeah.
Errol's mum had to give me the money, well, yes, so I could go and buy some things. But anyway, because arcade machines there, because we've been all we're in there all weekend. They have arcade machines to play.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've got some Arctic Silver Shadow one, which were like top of the range trainers.
Yeah.
And like I'm there, like watching more play the arcades, and somebody asked like if I was having a go, and I went, nah, I'm alright. And then Ahmed's gone, yeah, I got no money. Yeah, look at your shoes.
What he said?
Yeah, so he said, so and we've had like a bit of a brawl. Yeah, me and Ahmed did. But anyway, as he picked me, he said, well, you're picking, Ahmed's gone, oh, what are you on about, man? What about my beating man's down? I said, I was just battered you by the arcades, what are you on about? And I boxed Gavin Reese, yeah. And I'd already boxing like in the championships and quarterfinals and beat him.
Where was he then? Going race? He
You
went
know, half him.
kilo.
No, half him was on it now. Yeah, because I'm going back when I was 15. I was 15 and I was about 8.5, something like that then.
Yeah.
And I really boxed like with advertised like in the quarterfinals and beat him. And opening England fight, I'm thinking, yeah, first England fight, got me England best on the lot in Ipswich.
Yeah.
And yeah, round one, I'm there, bang. I've done all that, and I'm looking at my knee like that. And the referee went, 6. I went, 6?
Yeah.
You know, there's one to 5 gone.
It's a bit too early, didn't they?
Yeah. But he went 6 like that. I must have been everywhere. So it's like I've come and all our forces was I'm never going to box England again. Never going to box England again. Right, so I went over to the
cut short like he was
England trainer.
Yeah.
I went, I'm so sorry about that. He went, mate, good. He said, it was a good punch. He said, mate, he caught you a beauty. But he could bang as a kid. He could pop on it, Gavin Reese could. He had a right proper ball.
He's got a training gym now, and he's still doing quite well for himself now.
Has he?
Yeah, he does shows. He's got loads of kids in there.
Oh,
I've got him on my Facebook as well, so if you want to track him down, he's on
Crystal
there.
Palace, you know, I went to that Marcus, that was hard training. That was training. Like, I thought our training like at Wednesbury wasn't tough.
Yeah,
but
it was like a camp, like
oh,
a real
it was
proper
another
camp
level of
like,
training there. It
wake up
was
certain time and stuff.
Yeah, man, we had to be out to bed like 6 o'clock, running up the ropes and doing all that stuff, and then you went up with our breakfast, which was, you know, some little bowl of muesli or something, and telling you, then have to get out running again and all around the tracks and then get back in and then we're in the ring. Oh, it was all day. But I loved it, absolutely loved Crystal Palace.
So going back to Wednesbury,
yeah.
do you remember like getting up to like 16, finishing school now, still boxing?
Definitely, yeah. I was in between. Do you start working or?
Yeah, this is where you got to start working.
Yeah.
Did it have a massive effect on your boxing or not?
No, luckily I started working the doors for Nickelby's West Brom, so and then
for Decker.
Yeah, for Decker, for Jesse Abrams put me on the doors.
How old was you on the doors?
Yeah, 18,
yeah, 17 I was.
Yeah, I think you was 18, was you? I think you was a little bit, yeah. Technically you was 18,
yeah. I mean, I was 18, yeah.
Obviously I was NBA because I was coming up there back then.
Yeah, I was on the doors.
You were about much up there then, you was more Wednesbury lad, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was putting the door there, I was throwing the deep end, and there was Pete Jace Nightingale, so, you know, I had all the inspiration around me, like looking up to all these fighters, and they kept on fighting.
Southern was there always.
Yeah, that's
Scottish Southern.
Yeah.
Southern.
So they was earning money in the weekends and doing all the training in the week, so I got that kind of like routine from them.
Yeah.
And I knew that's all I needed. I needed to pocket money in the weekend.
Yeah, pocket money because
and then put my full time into boxing. So I didn't need to work, not 9 to 5.
Yeah, what age was you when you turned pro, when you knocked the amateurs on the head?
As soon as Errol turned pro, Errol got his training licence.
All signed at the same time.
Exactly, yeah.
I signed with you, me, you, Woodley.
I think there was.
Mickey Icklin.
Yeah,
Jimmy Gordon, Elba, and there's us, Errol, and Bobby. Yeah, we went over against Bradley's Edge.
And that was at Tansad, wasn't it? Sean Summers, I think. Sean Summers' gym at the Tansad.
We went over Bradley's Edge and had all the carpets in the bars.
Yeah, that's it.
We
thought we made it.
Contract, yeah.
He's got a big house there. We thought we made it. We turned pro. You see it on telly. You see it on telly there, all these pros.
I got banned 4 nights after.
We're officially professional.
I got banned 4 nights after. I actually did.
Was it all exciting then when you signed that pro debut?
Yeah, I thought I'd made it already. Like you see on TV that but you're actually a professional boxer, so you start taking it serious then, and to be honest, I did. Yeah.
Great.
Put your road work in, put your pad work in.
Yeah.
Diet plan.
Dedicated, you have to be like
Errol took it serious as well. Errol, you know, he was new to it, but he knew what he wanted.
And on top of that, right, Errol was good at what he done, but he also took a good bunch with him. They were a good bunch of lads who really, right, we all know each other. We all train together. We're all hard trainers, and we're all decent boxers. You know what I mean?
Do you remember your first pro fight?
Yeah, it's to a T. I remember the size of him and how much muscle he had on him. I was like 18 then. I weren't really formed that much, and I think I was about 25. Well, he looked about 25. Yeah,
I've seen the fight. I've seen him.
Yeah,
he looks a lot older than you.
He's out here like massive little stocky body.
He looks a bit taller though, and you was a lot quicker than him. To be fair.
I think I remember to boxing him, and he was strong. I got no guard on anymore. The punches out a lot more, but I loved it. Yeah, I won that one. Yeah,
that was your first pro victory.
That's
do you
right.
Do you remember your second one? Billy Smith.
Billy Smith, yeah,
yeah, one of the twins.
Yeah,
I grew up with them.
Yeah, did you?
Billy and Ernie.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, come from Kidderminster.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, we all grew up on the Bronx when we was kids.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yeah,
right.
they boxed in Green Street, if I remember, in Kidderminster when I was younger. The same gym I went in to ask if I could box, and he told me I was blind, get out.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, but I couldn't see my left eye. But my glasses was like the big NHS ones back then.
Yeah.
And they tried to give me a patch to put over my eye to try and make the other eye work. So if I put that patch on, I was blind. So I never taking it off. Going in with my mates, a couple of my mates off the estate box at Green Street, Kidderminster. So I went in and doing the pad work. He'd get me on the pads, and he kept on doing. If your guard wore up, he'd get to give you a slap with the left. And every time he copped me on the left side of my face, he was going, "You don't even see that coming, did you? Because you don't even blink." He went, "Put your hand over your right eye," and he went, "You ain't seen that coming." And I went, "Not really." He went, "You been blind in that eye or something?" I went, "Yeah." He went, "You ain't sparring, you ain't boxing. You can go on the pads or you can F off them."
Yeah.
I call that blind kids in here. You shouldn't even be in here. And like, it was a bit brutal, but so I stopped doing. My mates all used to us to go, but I stopped doing.
Yeah.
And I joined karate instead.
Oh, yeah.
So that's when I started karate.
When you first went pro, was it in a church? He was in a church on Hilltop, wasn't he? At that gym on.
We used to go there as well, yeah.
You did, didn't we?
Yeah. You bring up some memories there. That was a little church.
Yeah, like a little church
on the
Hilltop.
hill?
On the left, on the left. Just before the library.
Yeah.
Just before the library.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like a grey building there. Yeah, my auntie got married in there.
Opposite the pub where he got shot.
Yeah.
yeah.
Opposite the, yeah.
We stayed there.
Miners' Arms.
We didn't stay in there long, though, did we?
No.
Yeah.
No, all the mines.
Andrew Lester coming there as well.
Well, opposite the Dovecote.
Andrew Lester coming like a bit, didn't he?
He was good, he was.
Brilliant.
I remember sparring him. He was. I can't remember his name, but I remember him, and he was strong.
Andrew Lester, yeah,
Strong,
very strong.
really talented he was, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
very strong kid.
Yeah.
Because Errol wanted him as well, didn't he? You mean, because Errol was like, Errol asked me to only come back to amateur because he was giving pro. He says, I mean, because at the Gold of Asrock and you was fighting.
Yeah.
And Josh C was fighting and all. Josh C.
Oh, yeah, that name mentioned
yeah.
for ages. He's still box trained.
He knocked somebody out, didn't he?
Jossie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen him last
He knocked
week.
somebody out from
I remember you lot, used to be a rod firm with you.
I can't remember who it was, wasn't it?
You lot was like the pretty boy boxing generation back then, you lot was.
Yeah, Josh in Redders like today. Yeah, I seen him last week. He was down, brought a lad sparring down, because I'm training at Jimmy's at the minute for his next fight. He brought a lad down sparring, so, yeah.
Yeah, you had a good
So-
generation of pretty boys back then, you lot did. I remember you were seeing you
So
all.
what?
You're a lot younger than me. And I always see you all in the summer, all with your
But he
written
wasn't
sauce and all
pulling
that.
jersey.
And I
Oh,
thought,
yeah.
fair play
Yeah.
to them all.
Yeah. Enjoy yourself, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right, you got it.
Your third fight was against Alan Kenshaw, Walsall. Was that at the Town Hall?
Bonza Street.
Bonza Street or Town Hall?
Yeah, where did
Yeah. Was it Warstown or that? Was it?
Walsall
A lot of them was at the Town Hall back then.
He
Yeah,
was at Warstown, I remember that fight, yeah.
that
I
was.
think I stopped him.
Yeah, you had 3 fights
Yeah.
in a row, undefeated, and then you took a loss on points. Do you remember that one against Willie?
Winnie the Mond.
Yeah.
That pains me that lot lost us because I went to Glasgow to fight him. I'll definitely, even Glasgow, I'll definitely beat him by majority. Every single punch I landed, there was silence because he was, we used to do a home show.
Yeah.
Every single punch he landed, the crowd would go. So, but I definitely won the fight by majority. He's 8 points in him.
Yeah.
Lost to and then I think it was a majority. I think it was.
Well, a lot of people we speak to say the same. If you've got to put them on the arse really to win a fight again, and I know I'm show
Definitely.
that far away, especially if it's a local champion and a local well-known fighter. You've got to put a dominant performance into to actually get a victory.
100%. But yeah, I'd definitely nick that fight.
Another victory straight after that. Tony Smith. And you lost on a TKO. Do you remember that one?
Matthew Atton, was it?
No, this one was Darren
Melville.
Melville. He was quite a tough fighter, wasn't he, if I remember?
He was, yeah. He was a bit of a banger.
Yeah.
The first time I've ever been put down, I've been put down in a body shot, but for the headshot. Boxing head off for about 4 rounds. Walked into one, bang. Got up and Ian John Lewis counted me. And I said, I'm okay, like you said earlier. He waved it off. I said, no, can't carry on, but...
I like that ref, to be fair. Quite a famous ref.
Ian John Lewis?
Yeah, he's done some
Yeah.
big fights, to be fair.
He
I
has,
do like him, to be fair.
How did you feel though, Joe? You went and you went like you mean saying, and you went like, come on, go, Rev.
I thought it was genuinely okay. I should at least let me carry on.
Yeah, man.
I walked towards him and I was winning. I was 4 rounds
You're
up.
talking as well.
Especially when you're up, you're like, come on, give me a chance. But they're there for a reason, I suppose.
The
Referee.
rest is history, age is the same, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you bounced back straight after that with another victory
Yeah.
against Tony Smith. That was local, Garlabaths, referee
Yeah.
Lee Cook. Remember that one? I bet you had a massive following in Garlabaths back then.
Yeah, I mean, because it would have been like Pete Nightingale or Mutley on the bills and Steve Timms, you know, they would have been on the bills as well.
I did used to like the
Brewster
Garlabaths.
was good, wasn't it?
Jason Brewster.
What was good about the Garlabaths, all the spectators, it was only a few quid for us to get in. I think
It was a big venue as well, wasn't it?
I think it's probably
massive,
the
yeah.
probably
It
the
was a
most
good
of
venue.
fiver
It
to
was a
get
great
in or something
venue.
like that. Plus you could pay on the door, so you don't even have to go and get a ticket. You could just pay and you'd be in. And sometimes you could get in for free if you knew where to get in.
Yeah, you're right.
It was a good venue, though.
I'm not going to say too much,
no.
but some of us knew where to get in there for free. There's a little fire exit round the back, and
Yeah.
one paid. And sorry, but 3 or 4 of us again. We never had much money back then, folks. So not like we was trying to rob anybody. But
In the Garlabaths as
we just
well.
really wanted to get in to watch the boxing. So
Yeah.
usually be like send Neil Mutley in first, Lee's little brother, because obviously
Yeah.
he could get in.
Neil.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah,
and one
yeah.
of them would go and pop
Yeah,
the fire exit for the rest of us. And we run up the stairs and straight in the
Where the
building.
door was.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the steps that get actually down to the pool and go down to where there's a bar and all that downstairs, and obviously the storeroom where they store all the beer and that. We found that as well when we was kids. We shouldn't have really found that. But yeah, it was amazing. We went for a disco at the Garlabaths, and somebody said I found where they store all the beer. But we only had a couple of bottles of beer each, you know what I mean? It was drunk boy, I was only 16 to be fair. I was still have to go back to the
Well,
airport
the
to foster
Garlabaths as
parents
well, you
as
know,
well.
right at the time. You mean it was like actually like a venue where there were all fags in the ring because they hadn't had the band by then, had they? They
Yeah,
hadn't had the
smoking
band.
band
I don't think you could smoke in the Garlabaths back then because it was an actual sporting venue.
No,
so
no, it was the only place where you could actually go and fight and there was no smoking.
yeah, I remember there's no
But, you know what I
smoking
mean?
there.
At that time.
Yeah, that was right, yeah. I
Because
don't
you
remember
would
being
only
there.
get the band to
Yeah.
make what? about
Like if you
2,000?
boxed at Ponderosa, it was all right for you tall. You could probably be above the smoke cloud because it used to
When did
sit.
it been get the
Yeah,
smoking?
yeah.
Man, about 2005.
Yeah, it was too.
So anything before then, people would be like in all the venues.
Like
And
the
smoking.
amateur shows, like,
Yeah,
just
it
in,
was terrible,
in how, like, it was terrible, weren't they?
Yeah, the conditions. Do you remember
Yeah.
some of the conditions when you was at some of these shows?
Yeah, I used to hate the like, dinner shows, like where
Oh,
the
yeah,
tables
yeah.
are really close, and you get all the businessmen.
Parkour.
The businessmen
Parkour
like
hotel.
right there, and you
And cigars this thick, just going.
You felt like just a piece of meat, like, you know, just entertainment.
Yeah,
You're
entertaining
entertaining
rich people.
The rich people.
Yeah, entertaining
Yeah.
the rich.
What would you say one of your favourite venues going for your amateurs and your early pro career?
Early pro career. Oh God, I would say Wolverhampton Town Hall.
Yeah.
The Town Hall?
Yeah.
I was saying like the Civic. I don't really see much at the town.
Well, sorry, it's Wolverhampton Civic Hall.
Yeah, the Civic.
you're right,
Yeah. I love that stadium. Just with
Yeah.
that dome round, everybody can look down over the boxes.
Old school, isn't he?
Yeah,
It's-
proper
it's-
old
I was
school.
thinking of the light bar as well.
Proper old
The
Yeah,
light bar
light
was
bar.
good. I loved the light bar and Wolverhampton. Yeah, Civic.
And now we come to a well-known fighter all you fought, Matthew Hatton.
My first Sky Bill.
Yeah, Sky Bill.
Yeah.
Big fight live on TV. How did you feel in the build up to this one?
The unknown. You see all these commentary boxes in the air, and you're just thinking, you know, you're never going to be there.
Known his brother's a world champion as well.
He was
And-
fighting on top of the bill, yeah, against an American guy, I think he was, yeah. And it's, the setup's different. You go in there in the changing rooms, and you know the people are walking up and down saying, "You got 10 minutes, Portman." Then you start warming up.
Yeah.
If it goes, if it goes longer than it is, you know the crew will come in and say, "You got 2 more minutes," and then you're on standby really.
Yeah.
And the pressure's a bit more different. You're walking out, you see the commentary box in the air, and you're like, to be honest, it was nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Do you have all the lads at the gym behind you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but no one was really fighting the Sky that much then.
Yeah, when you get to there, they call it the lonely sport because once you're there in that changing room, it's you. That's it.
Yeah, but no one was really fighting the Sky that much.
Nah.
I mean, there's a few early, but
I think Pete had been on Eurosport, hadn't he? But then,
yeah,
Eurosport.
was there, but Sky Sports. It weren't
yeah, the
really a
Woolman
thing.
on Sky
Massive news,
Sports.
isn't he?
Just Rick Attenborough, like.
Yeah. I actually remember you fighting, to be fair. I actually remember you fighting on the bill. I can't remember what year was that now?
About 2002.
2001. 2001. Yeah, I was active up on your street and all around the town then myself.
Yeah, okay.
What was that? You lost to a TKO. Do you remember that?
I do, yeah. Felt quite comfortable, to be honest. I mean, I think he cut the ring off. I remember looking over and the corner was said cut the ring off, and I knew he was changing his direction towards me because I was safe for. I was going around to the right, and he was cutting. He was going to his left. He's cut me off, and I think it's we exchanged with each other, landed the body shot right to solar plexus, went down on one knee. And it's the first body shot I've ever felt where it was like, Jesus Christ, you know, that's hard to recover from. And then the nerves as well around. You saw the celebrities around that we was there, and like it just adds to the
the pressure.
The pressure and it weakens you, to be honest. Yeah.
Would you like to fight him again?
Yeah, I mean, I sparred him after a couple of years after. He asked for safe for sparring, and he didn't hardly lay a punch on me.
Yeah.
We didn't on that night until he cut the ring off. But yeah, he was a good fighter. Matthew, I'm very underestimated.
He was.
He's European champion, wasn't he?
Yeah,
European champion.
Yeah.
You don't hear nothing. When did he retire? He retired a few years back.
Training now, isn't he?
Yeah, he went into training.
Good
man,
kids
good
now,
lads, hasn't he now?
He trains Ricky's son, doesn't he? Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that he's actually moved away from his old man's kind of boxing now, because when he first come in, he was just like watching, anyway, no, it's old man, just like watching Mickey,
exactly,
trying to do everything like Mickey does.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's
have
right, have your own style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's found that now, hasn't he?
Definitely.
Yeah, he has.
You went on for a draw after that, and then you had another 3 consecutive victories. Do you remember some of these opponents? You fought some tough Smiths there. You had Sammy Smith, you
Sam
had
Smith is quite
Andy
tough.
Egan, Gavin Wake. You
Yeah.
were fighting them 3?
3 tough fighters. I was at the time up and coming. I was expected to lose on. Most of my fights was away from home. So
I'll say all 3 of you are away. Slow. That's South London. Huddersfield. That's a bit of a mission, eh?
Yeah. I used to enjoy boxing away from home, to be honest. No,
Did
always about ticket
Did you
sales.
take a good crowd? Did you take a good crowd from here?
Not really. Just it was less press. Sometimes I used to like to take my bag. My old man, me and my old man against the world. To be honest, I'd say sometimes we seen it.
He's got the pressure off you like a little bit as well, don't you? When it's just you and your dad and you got loads of people going, go on.
Was there no pressure for ticket sales back then?
There was, but it's only at the home shows.
Only at home shows. So if it was quite far away, they don't expect you to sell loads of tickets.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Did you have to sell many for the Sky fight?
It was late notice, that was, so it was.
Obviously you didn't have to.
About 2 weeks notice for that, so yeah.
What was the sort of pay like back then?
My first Sky show was 2,200. It was.
So what big payment then?
No, it weren't that big at all. But the Gala Baths and I got 400, and the light bar there was like 600. So it was a big jump.
Yeah.
It was a big jump up to a Sky bill.
And obviously, back then you had to pay for all your expenses yourself and all that.
Yeah.
Nobody covered your fuel and all that. So
unless you had a sponsor, which I had them later when I started to creep up.
Yeah.
When people believed in me.
I remember you coming with Jade, and I made you some purple shorts.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember that. Yeah.
Which fight was that for now?
Oh God. I'm sure we got the British. I'm not sure.
I can't remember. I had to get your sponsors. Oh, you had sponsors then, so I had to get your
Definitely,
sponsors'
I remember
names and all that put on.
Yeah, I remember that.
And if Leon from Geezer's Palace, if you're watching this, if you can remember what we had put on the shorts, give us a shout back.
Yeah.
But I got them made through Geezer's. At the same time, Lee's for his Michael Jennings fight. That was not too far away from each other then, if I remember.
You're right there, yeah.
Yeah, I'll say, who sponsored?
Because Jade sponsored me then.
Jade sponsored you. I think you had 2 sponsors, if I can remember. Jade was one.
Yeah.
I can't remember who the other one was. I think.
Skyways always sponsored me. They looked after me.
Yeah, that would have been Skyways, yeah.
And yeah, Decca Williams always looked after me.
I forgot you were
He loved the boxing now, did he?
Yeah. And Melvin Mansell.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Melvin Mansell as well.
Yeah, all big fans of yours, to be fair.
Oh, Mansell was really close. We still are. Like he helped me out in my career. Anything I needed, fuel expenses, anything like that, or even car insurance. They're
all loving this, what we're doing. Even he's had a phone call off Decker and they're all loving what we're doing.
Oh, they helped me out massively. Shout out to Decker, Williams and Skyways and Mansell.
Me and Liam was walking through Worcester only a few months ago. We went to come off the car boats and it was like, oi! And there was Mance. It was like in the middle of the countryside in Worcester. What are you doing here, Mance? I live down the road, kid. Yeah, we started bumping into him over Worcester when we go over there now. But fair play to you, he's moved out in the countryside. I do like Mance. I've actually got some wicked gangster books behind you in that petrol pump that I had off him.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's come and sit here, tell me some right stories back in the day, sit and talk forever as Mance would. Well, it's a love listening to him, to be fair. So, big shout out to Mance.
Definitely.
Back to your fighting career now. Oh, Thomas McDowell. Where was that? Kingsway Leisure Centre, Wales. That was a bit of a far distance away for you, wasn't it?
That was when Jimmy Gall fought Michael Jennings, I'm sure it was.
Oh, Jimmy Gall fought Michael
I'm
Jennings as
sure
well.
he did. Yeah, I think it was for WVU.
Yeah, that was for welter, wasn't it?
Yeah, he fought. Yeah, I'm sure he did. And I was on at 12 o'clock at night. Really close decision. Could have gone either way, but Thomas McDonough, he would end up being WWE champion. Really talented. He's a trainer now, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, quite a big name in boxing back then. I remember he was. He fought on the sky quite a bit.
Yeah.
Do you remember him much, Phil?
Rangy. Really rangy.
Yeah, good fight. In and out, if I remember. He was quite a good fighter. Right, where was we on then? Scott Dixon.
Well, probably Scott Dixon.
That
Scott
was
Dixon.
a Liverpool fight.
Yeah, that was Scott Dixon was former Commonwealth champion. He beat Jamie Moore.
Yeah, I thought he fought Jamie Moore, didn't he?
He beat Jamie Moore, knocked Jamie Moore out, and I was like, he's a big
That was to take the title off Jamie Moore, if I remember, wasn't
That's right, yeah. And I was, I think he fought Derek Roach as well, yeah. I think he beat
he fought some tough fighters.
Yeah.
Scott Dixon was, he was a very good
I'm having to recap myself. What I'm having to do is look to see you fought and then go on to see who they was fighting as well.
Yeah.
And it's recapping all my memory. I was just an avid boxing fan, and when I had the shop, to be fair, I don't think I ever missed a Friday and Saturday night boxing show like it was on telly. Sometimes I'd have one on Eurosport and one on Sky at the same time, two different tellies, just so I could see who was fighting. And
Scott Dixon was, he was a big name. I think it was at the Everton Arena. Wasn't supposed to win there because obviously he was former Commonwealth champion, beat Derek Roach, beat Jamie Moore. I looked at his list of his names, I was like, okay then. Yeah, beat him probably, I think I was 8 rounder. Beat him quite convincingly, not surprised there. Yeah. Then I knew, what direction I was going to. I knew I had potential to really make some upsets in the boxing on top domestic level then.
Exactly.
I remember watching him fight. He had a massive following. The crowd used to go mad.
Scott Dixon.
Yeah.
All them
Scousers or Evertonians, whatever there was, man.
Yeah.
They're proper used to go wild for him in the crowd.
When he was walking around the hotel, like he had an entourage and that, he was still big then. I think he retired for about 2-3 years. He came back and he was using that fight as his comeback fight against me.
So promoting it like.
Yeah.
He didn't do very good because he lost on points on that one.
Yeah.
So, right, Wayne Wheeler, Shrewsbury. So, Terry O'Connor, the ref.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you remember that one?
I remember that right. Yeah.
Another tough fight. But you escaped through that one quite easily, I believe.
Yeah, it was quite comfortable, that one was, to be honest with you.
So that was a nice little KO on your resume.
Yeah.
And then back to Shrewsbury again. Jason Williams, remember that one?
Could punch. Jason Williams could seriously punch at the Butter Market.
Yeah. Butter Market nightclub. That would have been right at the side of the old market.
There's certain fighters you can remember the power.
Yeah.
I mean, you still remember it to this day, and he was definitely heavy-handed. Jason, he was definitely.
You fought some tough kids, and we only even got to
away from home, all the way from home.
All the way from home. You never fought really.
Yeah.
You never really fought much on home territory, did you?
Errol used to say, you know what? I didn't like selling tickets, even though I could have sold tickets. The pressure, like you said.
Yeah.
No pressure. Just go and express yourself, and take risks, take chances.
Was you still doing all your door work and everything while you was doing this as well then?
All the way through, yeah.
All the way through?
All the way through, Nickelbridge Precinct.
Never got a dedicated day job, just...
No, because I left school early and I said, you know what, you didn't have my subjects at school. I literally told that to the teacher, and I knew what I wanted to do. And do to the, the fullness.
At this stage now, before you're still proud of yourself up to this stage now? And you took a couple of defeats, you've got some good losses, good wins to be fair.
Yeah.
You're starting to fight some big names.
That's right, yeah. Started getting some exposure.
You're on
TV
telly.
exposure. Getting 10 grand for the,
Yeah, money's coming in now.
yeah, 10 grand for, you know, Commonwealth and stuff like that, yeah, so,
So exciting times now.
yeah.
You know that feeling that was like you was doing, was it like, man, I've got to get this one, I've got to win this one? Or was it like,
100%.
I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it?
How much butterflies did you have, you know, when you're fighting, like a child?
Especially now you're going on Sky TV and that.
Not towards the end.
Yeah.
Towards the middle when I was creeping up, yeah. But then when I started to have belief,
The confidence was more there.
confidence was, yeah. Especially after Scott Dixon. Scott Dixon was the turning point. I thought, man, I think I've got something here.
I've got this,
I've got something here, yeah.
Oh no, he was a tough fighter for you.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking for your record. Well, I've looked through when you first said you was coming on.
Yeah.
And I was saying to Phil, man, he fought some really tough kids, he did.
And some of them, there was all quite late nights as well, you know. I'd just say, yeah, I would say, well, if the money
Take
was
some of
right,
these on short. Take some of these on short notice as well.
yeah, a lot of them, half of them was on short notice.
You fought another one of my favourites as well, to be fair, but you beat him, Peter Dunn.
Yeah, just the move around that was there. But he's good guy, wasn't he? Pretty done.
Yeah, I've seen him fight on TV quite a few times, to be fair. He come back for a rematch against you. So you fought him twice then. So you fought him Dudley, and then you fought him all the way up in Glasgow.
Somebody pulled out, so he was late notice again. Well, I went late on. He was late notice, so my opponent pulled out, so he just sort of filled in.
I'm
24
surprised.
hours.
I'm surprised he wanted it twice.
I
That's
think he wanted the
all-
money.
yeah,
I think he wanted the money.
Was it the tougher fight?
Good, you will, won't you?
What was that? The first fight or the second fight the toughest for you?
Second one was easy. Like I think it was because he was late notice. He was like, I think he had a fight. If I remember correctly, he had a fight the week after. So I think I had a little nod saying, "Just go around with him. Don't stop him."
Yeah.
That used to happen occasionally.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of trainers would like me to tell people that, but they used, you know, the journeyman used to have to lay out the gas for them and say, "Look, you get 28 days suspension, so don't dig deep."
He was a good journeyman, Peter Dunn. I know it was.
Yeah.
Well, he got to have done what? Oh, I never looked at his record, but he did some serious fights.
Yeah.
A bit like a Tony Deacon, he just kept going round and round and fitting in for people.
Yeah.
But I know he enjoyed it, to be fair. I did actually speak to him at one of the venues. I forgot who he'd fought now. Don't know if it was something like Elwell or something like that. That was another one. He'd come in on late to fight.
Yeah.
And I said to him, man, you're a tough kid, you am. Do you just love turning up? And he just, yeah, it's the money, eh?
He's
Yeah.
got some names. Pete, don't
And to be fair, he fought some good lads, to be fair.
Yeah.
After that, Ben Hudson, Town Hall, Walsall, nice local show.
Yeah. Benson. Yeah, he was pretty tough. Kept him going forward. Give me a good workout, to be fair, yeah.
Did you enjoy the local shows though? Because obviously you'd have all the local people and all your mates. All your mates from the nightclub. And you was quite well known around here at that stage.
100%, yeah. I mean, there was always on people, top names on the bill, so as I say, Pete Nightingale, Muttley, Jimmy Gould. I mean, yeah, there was all top names on the bill, so it took the pressure off. Yeah, took the pressure off me because it was all the pressure was scattered out with everybody else.
Yeah.
Who was your favourite boxer at this time on TV yourself? Who was your inspiration on the telly?
Jamie Moore.
Jamie Moore.
Yeah.
He was a tough kid.
Jamie Moore, he was southpaw as well, and I just looked up to him.
I used to like watching. To be fair,
Great boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, welterweight and heavyweight division was my two favourite to watch.
Was it?
If there was a welterweight competition, I'd love it. Like welters,
Yeah.
and then the heavyweights. To be fair, I was a bit hooked on Joe Kawasaki. To be fair, that was just something special.
Yeah.
Just something
Domestically, well, he was a bit better than domestic. Jamie Moore was, but he just done it for me.
Anybody who fought in the welterweight division, to be fair, you wanted to. You had so many tough fighters in that division.
Yeah.
The Michael Jenningses, the Colin Lyonses. You had it was the champion for a while, Kevin Anderson.
You
had quite a few tough fighters. Well, he was welter and European Commonwealth champion.
That's
He was
right,
Anderson.
Yeah.
he was.
Lee Woodley, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think Lee should have took a standing count in that fight
Yeah.
when he got cashed.
He'd have won it if he did.
He'd have won it. He was 10 rounds
No
up.
regrets that one.
It was 10 rounds up. Just take a standing count, take your 8, and then hold on for that last 3 minutes. Just hold on for your life.
Even if you're blowing out your arse,
I still.
He was tired though, wasn't he?
Was it the Aston Villa Centre?
Aston Villa Leisure Centre. Awesome fight.
Yeah, it was.
Especially
It
when
was a war, wasn't it?
If we could all kicked off after that,
Yeah.
kicked off after
the second round put down for Lee, I think, was absolutely awesome. When he catched him with that left, boom, straight down.
I was right by the ring.
To be fair, I don't think he was getting up.
No, no,
and then when he got up and fought back like he did, I thought, and then he come on strong in the 10th, and then to catch Lee in the 11th, I was a little bit gutted, to be fair.
Yeah, definitely.
And very, very tough fight for our Lee there. Let's call wait to get him on. Lee, you should be here today, sitting there for Liz.
Yeah.
But right. Oh man, I forgot some of the tough fights you actually did do. So as we're going up through your career now, this is where you fought for a title fight. Welterweight. Joe, I can't even say that name. Do you remember his name? Joseph
Matolsky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your first title fight this is, remember this, quite tough?
Yeah, I mean, I'd seen him beforehand, and he was, I think he defended it about 6 times. On, it used to be like on a foreign channel. I used to have one of the dodgy boxes, and he used to like come up on the dodgy boxes like, on a Eurosport. Something like
yeah, he fought on Eurosport. I've seen him pop up a few times.
There's Proxo as well. There was 2 Hungarians who was Polish, and I thought, I didn't ever think I was going to fight him. But yeah, I got the opportunity. I think I had 6 weeks' notice for that, and Stu Bowen was behind me then as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stu Bowen. He was another one who sponsored me, and you know, helped me to pay for things like, you know, expenses, stuff like medicals and stuff like that.
This is in 2007. Is that the belt there?
That's the belt there. That's what.
Do you want to open it up and show it for the people at home?
Yeah, I'll bring some to the camera, lads.
Yeah.
What's on the plate, mate? Oh, is that good?
Yeah, this is WBF title fight, folks, and it's still a world level, not as big as the WBC and the IBF and that, but just to fight for one of these, you've got to be a tough fighter, and to win one.
Yeah.
And Oldie, I believe you fought twice for that. You come back and wanted it back again.
Yeah, the story about that is the reason about. Well, I mean, when I won the title, I should have went on with nothing, because Matolsky had defended it that many times. I think it was 6 or 7 times.
You get to keep the belt.
Yeah, you got to keep it, and I was like, well, what the fuck? No, I've got nothing to show for it. I was gutted, but then the WBF made this one for me. I think it came in about 2 weeks, so I've luckily been able to keep it, so it works out better for me.
Yeah.
You want to win the first, because if you watch some of these other champions, when they'd won like a WBC or WBA, they'd have their photograph with it at the end of the fight.
Yeah.
But then you've got to give it back, because all his title defences from the other person who won it before you are on that belt.
That's right.
And if he's defended it more than 3 times, that's his belt forever. Yeah. So obviously they'd have to, from the time you beat him, straight away them on the phone the next day, I need a belt.
Yeah.
And then it'll come with all the black plates, and you could have all your defence.
In the change room.
You could put your defences in there.
I was arguing in the change room thinking, this is not right. This is not how it's supposed to be. But clearly, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
I want that belt, but
that's the way it's been.
Just calm down.
That's the way.
You're a champion.
Yeah, if you look at some of the big like the Tyson Furies and all that.
Yeah.
Even though they don't hold all them belts now, if you look in their cabinets, they've still got all their belts.
Yeah.
That's because they was all engraved to them when they won them. And if they went and defended it again, he'd take his belt and have the next title defence for any. And then obviously once they got to 3 fights, nobody was ever having that belt again.
Yeah.
And sometimes he wouldn't even take it to a venue. If you watch some of the stories about him, he would never take them back with him, because no one was getting his belt anyway.
Yeah.
So they'd have to pre-mech one for that defence.
It's not actually as good as the original one though. It's a bit different, but it is crazy.
It's got some beautiful weight to it.
Yeah.
And it's yours forever. And you've won it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you should be proud of yourself anyway.
As well,
Not just won it, you defended it
it's a crown,
the second time when you come back to win it back off you. You actually fought the kid twice.
He got stopped with a cut, and they was saying he was going to come on later round, so we'll have the rematch.
Yeah.
So we had the rematch. I think it was.
You wasn't scared to fight for titles, because just after this one, you fought for a British welterweight title as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
And who was that then?
Gary Walker, I think that one was.
Dean Walker? No, not Dean Walker. Gary Walker.
Gary Walker, yeah.
Another tough kid. I remember watching him fight as well. Very tough.
Yeah. I think Ryan Rhodes come back and beat him, I'm sure.
Yeah, Ryan Rhodes, another tough kid.
Yeah, he come back and he beat him, yeah.
See, that welterweight division back then was very, very difficult.
Yeah. It's always been tough. It's like, even now, I think it's scary.
To win a welterweight, a British title 3 times and hold that defence.
Awesome level, like.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You've got to be super good to get to
I got
watching.
cut in that one. I think I went down for a body shot the second round. Both went down, I got second best. The gash on my eye was really bad, so I boxed about 6 rounds with blood pouring in my eye.
Yeah.
But then the ref come over and stopped it. Well, the doctor stopped it. So I was a bit unfortunate. But Sky had me like 1 or 2 rounds up.
Yeah.
But he got called off, so you know.
Then you fought Dean Walker.
Dean Walker, I think that was a bit of a comeback.
Scotland. That was a bit of a trip up to Glasgow for that one.
Yeah, I went anywhere, mate. Yeah, just wherever.
Don't mind travelling.
Yeah,
Is it a drive up or do you catch a train for something like that?
Fly.
Airways set me all the time.
Oh, Errol.
Airways all the time, yeah.
Stay overnight or would you head back straight after the fight?
Straight after the fight, that one. Yeah, but 9 times out of 10 Airways take me.
Yeah.
You fought a kid named Wolverhampton, Alex Spicto? Or Spicko?
Yeah, he was a bit of a half journeyman, but dangerous journeyman.
Sorry, I've jumped the fight here. He actually fought Bradley Price for the title.
Oh, yeah.
No, I know that would have been a tough fight for you because he was a tough fighter as well.
When I said earlier about the power, some of the power of these fighters, you remember to this day, and they take it on.
Yeah.
He was the hardest fighter I'd ever fought.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Just going for your record up to what we got, you fought some tough kids. Very tough
Bradley,
kids.
I mean, I think Bradley Price was. I think he defended like 2-3 times before
Before he lost you?
I think it was Matthew Hall. I think.
Yeah,
After that.
yeah, I do believe, yeah. It was,
Yeah.
Oh, what was getting up to about 2008 now with me?
Yeah, it was on the
2009,
run. Bradley
yeah.
Price was.
Yeah, he was a good fighter. He was on the circuit for a fair few years. He was like on Sky quite often. He made it
That's
a
right,
few
yeah.
times a year. He was quite a big name. Do you remember watching him, Phil?
Yeah.
Yeah, another tough fighter.
Enzo Calzaghe was in the way. Well, when you weighed in, you had Enzo Calzaghe.
Yeah.
There was Gavin Reese there, and there's people you see, and you're like, Jesus, you know where you are now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
In the big league. Eh?
Yeah.
Tyrone Booth, do you remember fighting him for another Midlands title shot?
Yeah, robbery. I boxed his head off because he was their local show. Give me a draw, but I'd definitely beat him.
It's hard to win if it's not your own show.
Exactly,
You're
yeah.
never going to get the draw if it looks pretty close.
The
Even
bad
if
side of
you,
boxing, isn't it that?
yeah.
That's right, exactly.
Everybody was spoke to so far say the same thing.
He's like, come on, just be fair.
Yeah.
Just be fair. Don't
No,
matter
one of them.
who's-
I'd be honest, you know.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
would.
I'd be honest. I'm always honest. If I lost, I'd like my mates tell me I've lost as well.
Yeah.
And I know these people who you generally, or even when you've won, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just be honest at how your performance was.
Yeah.
Don't just please you. Just tell you how it is. If I lost. Tell me I lost.
Yeah, that's right.
You fought, your last pro fight on the air was against Jamie Cox, remember that?
Yeah,
02?
that was when I knew it was time, and let the
Let the young'uns come on.
The young'uns come on.
We're starting getting tough now. Starting feeling it a bit.
was a bit different.
How old is he,
Yeah.
Marcus?
About 32, 33.
Is he?
Yeah.
How old is he? Well,
20,
20s.
28, something. Yeah, I'd say, yeah. But I sparred him once,
Yeah.
because before I boxed for that, my contract went out with Errol, and I signed with Ken Purchase and Richard Woodall. They just set up over Birmingham at the Aston Villa Centre, and there's me, Don Broadhurst, Jamie Cox, a couple of others, Max Maxwell. We'd all turned, we signed for him.
Yeah.
So I sparred Jamie Cox. I knew what he was like, and I thought, I've got to beat him. But he didn't really, he didn't really spar that many rounds. But I had the feeling of him. But he was down at welterweight then, and I think he used to drain himself down a lot.
Yeah.
But as soon as he put some weight on, his punching power was different.
Yeah.
He was always at the wrong weight. As soon as he went to light middle, even at middleweight, he could seriously whack. I mean, if you asked all the people, like even George Groves, that sparred him.
Yeah.
If you asked George Groves,
he could hit.
he could hit. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He was a natural puncher, wasn't he?
James DeGale said he was one of the hardest coaches sparred.
Yeah.
He was an
Cox
Olympic champion as well, wasn't he, James Gale?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was gold or silver?
I think it was silver. Yeah. He said Jamie Cox was his hardest work sparring. He used to take your head off all the time.
So you had 30 pro fights?
Yeah.
What would you say was the most memorable one for you out of them?
I'd say winning that. My proudest one was defending it, because I'd done the 12 rounds. I was like, I always wanted to do 12 rounds.
Yeah.
How can a fighter do a complete 12 3-minute rounds? That you have to be really fit.
Yeah.
And I done it with ease because my confidence was high. Winning it in general, that was my proudest moment, just defending it.
What would you say is one of your lowest moments?
Retiring after Jamie Cox, to be honest, knowing that it's the end, and you tour's not really as much there
It's been
anymore.
like your life for like
Yeah.
how many years?
What did you do with your time after that?
To be honest, after 2 years, I loved it. I went on the weights. I started training differently. I started just to enjoy myself really.
Yeah, you started going into a bit of bodybuilding for them. You went
Yeah.
quite big.
Done a couple of physique competitions.
Yeah, I remember you
so
going into the
He was,
competitions.
on TV, like the Repo Man as well. Well,
Yeah.
that helped me at retirement. The Repo Man did.
Yeah.
You're still doing something. You're still in the limelight. You know what I mean? You're not,
Yeah.
You go from, how you doing, champ? Yeah, there's Marcus the boxer to just Marcus. I mean, it's all right. Like, I mean, I'm happy just being just Marcus now.
And
But
then you
at the
turn to
time, you get the highs, and then you just Marcus. That's it.
Yeah.
And now you're a TV superstar for all us
It
people around there.
It definitely helped me get over
Yeah.
retiring from boxing because there's more to life.
After we seen you do that, I always thought you might have gone into acting or something like that. Or try and put your name out a bit more forward into that TV career.
I was told to. Yeah, I've done a couple of films as well. I was in the Bad Boys 3 movie, like the trailer and stuff like that. And
I think it was suited you. Definitely suited you.
yeah,
You're not too old now for it. It's when you ain't getting your name down. And
Well, that's make our movie, lads.
Could possibly.
Yeah.
That's make our
so if
movie.
anybody in the movie career might see this and you want a good looking lad here,
Yeah.
highly skilled in boxing, super
Marcus
fit.
as well.
Yeah, and Marcus as well. Yeah, just give us a shout. We'll pass his details on for you. But he's easy to find anyway. He's all over social media and that.
That's it.
Right, want to talk about your next upcoming fight? Training at Jimmy Gould's.
Yeah, the posters up there.
Get the poster. Done all this up for the
Yeah.
folks.
There we go. On Jimmy Gould Promotions.
Jimmy Gould Promotions, everybody.
And when's that, Marcus?
Saturday the 13th of April.
Oh, yeah.
The Angle Wolverhampton.
Tickets for sale?
Yeah,
Tickets for sale,
tickets. £30 a ticket, folks. £50 for VIP. Right, let's just get it in. So, if you want to come to this event, get in touch with Jimmy Gould or Marcus. There's still tickets available.
Or us?
And there's some awesome fights on here as well if you have a look. You looking forward to this one?
Yeah, it's weird because it's been a bit 10 years, and that's
Your
my
first fight back?
first fight back in 10 years.
And how old are you now?
43.
43?
Yeah,
Still feel like you're 33?
I feel great. Honestly, I feel like I did then, but it's but obviously when you get in the ring, it's different. It's reality going to kick in, but the level it's technically it's going to be an exhibition, but that's what I want it to be, an exhibition.
What weight are you coming in at?
I'll be sig middle.
Circle middle?
Yeah.
How many rounds is it? 4.
4-2s.
4-2.
Oh, just 4-2s. I thought you might have been an 8 to be fair.
To be honest, I'm training like it's 12-3.
Yeah.
I'm training the same as I did when I was pro. That's just the story.
So you can give this all for that 8 minutes to be fair.
Yeah, non-stop punching.
Yeah, that's the way. That's the way to do these 4 rounds, especially when they're only 2 minutes. Give it all from the start.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch it, and obviously big look
You
from
can
me and
come down to
Jonah.
the show,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
a good chance me and Phil are going to be coming over.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be there, yeah.
And anybody you'd like to dedicate this to?
Just people who, when I started Wednesbury, that switch from there, when I walked to the gym, I had inspirations, like yourself, Jonah, and Muttley was like, I looked into Muttley as well.
Yeah.
He was, he helped me, the competition with him, sparring, because we had each other's number in sparring all the time, and he'll tell you the same thing. We cancelled each other out, and he made it sharp and he elevated us. Everyone never used to let us spar that much because we always used to be cancelled each other out. Yeah. So he made the levels and myself, achieved. Yeah. He was a part of it. Jimmy Gould as well, and Macca Richards and Adi Oldie, Pete Nightingale's like soldier, like James Nightingale.
He was a fit lad, wasn't he, Pete?
Yeah, just the circle what was surrounding, on the doors, and
had a good bunch of lads around you, didn't you?
Jesse Abrams, Decker Williams, like so many.
Yeah.
So I forgot about the rest of you, but brilliant bunch of lads.
It's like you were Marks as well, because you was in that bunch like on the door. You all been out with lads who was giving you have drugs, have a beer. You know what I mean? Yeah, you with other lads who you're doing.
You're all stuck together as a team as well.
There's all boxers.
There's all boxing. There's none of that's going. So
to be fair, you have to be stupid if you wanted to play up in the nightclub back then. Unless you was an out of towner.
Same more on that.
Only one way out.
Only one way out.
Yeah.
Sometimes you were rolling down.
Some people went out through that back. Some people got dragged out the back, but that's only if it was really naughty. But I had the pleasure of coming in, to be fair. Never really paid. Always was allowed in there. I was always polite and respectful back.
Yeah.
And especially when Rocky was on the door as well. I loved how Steve when he was on the door.
Okay,
big family, friend of the family as well.
Well, shout out to you guys doing this channel, man.
Yeah.
You're welcome, mate.
Honestly, yeah, I love it.
I love it.
I love what you do.
You won't believe you've done over an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Done over an hour.
I'll tell them what to this.
It's like you've already
If I can do it, Motley, you can do it.
Done over an
Get
hour.
down here.
And obviously, it went like that.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to give a shout out to? Your man or family or anything?
Yeah, just anybody supports me and anybody who's coming to support the me on the next show. I'm going to put a show on there. Shout out to Jimmy Gord's training me. Put me top of the bill as well.
Brilliant.
I think I've got an opponent, so I'm going to probably record it tomorrow. I think he's coming down to the gym tomorrow to weigh in.
Yeah.
The chap who I've got. Don't really know too much about him, but I'll record that and show people who I'm fighting next.
Same.
Shout out to you guys for doing this, and thank you for inviting me
Pleasure.
down.
Oh, thank you for coming on, because
Yeah,
I couldn't die to get your story on. As soon as you said you was coming on,
All good.
I've known you for years as well, and
Yeah.
obviously when you come in the shop, I never thought I'd be doing this
Yeah.
10 years after the boxing shop or anything myself.
Yeah.
His idea keep haunting me through the summer. I want to do a channel, I want to do this, I want to do that. I don't know how to do that, Phil, but we'll have a go.
Had a great club, though, Dave. You mean we had a great club for Wednesbury boxing. It's like, it's been a great club, and it's like from doing, because I was 7 years older than you, so it's gone from people like who we had in Just to Paulie Chance, Johnny.
Yeah, from the 70s to people up into the
Really
2000s.
as well, like, what a gent, man. Yeah, he's like.
But it's helped him, so much.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
out to
with his
Yeah.
mental health and all
Yeah,
that
his
as
mental
well.
health.
You would never have told that.
Nah, and
Nah,
he sat
but-
here and he told us he was.
As he first come out, Edward, he
Yeah.
was all.
Yeah, was it?
Now he's all.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
total
oh,
changed. He's back
yeah.
at Jimmy Gould's training and helping
Every
and
day,
coaching and.
Yeah.
Every single day, he's on the phone to me. Hello, mate. Thank you.
This is what this is doing then. It's bringing
Yeah.
people to the show and
Yeah, it's been
This is
back
bringing
together
men
again.
to talk. Yeah.
And it's bringing, that's what it's doing. It's getting actually, mental health is massive and people don't understand. But
Without a doubt, yeah.
if anything, if anybody ever needs to come and talk or wants to get something off the shoulder, they're always welcome to come talk to me, talk to Phil. I was a bit of a Samaritan when I was in jail as well, obviously,
Yeah.
for some of the other people who were struggling. And I went through a rough life myself, children's homes, foster parents and all that, prison, went through all the systems, went through thinking nobody loved me.
Like we want to do.
And when I come round here, to be fair, I never knew nobody at 16 round here. And I got made welcome round here. Me and Lee had a bit of a thing. It was like 18, 19, but we'll talk about that till I get him on. But like, obviously, early 20s, we all become mates. And like, thank God for Tommy was his cousin, sorted that out for me, to be fair.
Yeah.
But we all become friends. So I remember going into the lodge to go boxing. And I seen him, I stuck my head in there and was like, oh, God, straight back out the door. Got on with everybody around here and absolutely loved growing up around here, like in my adult life, and massive respect for everybody. And I've enjoyed following all the boxing and all the boxers and all the doormen. I love all I've got some massive friends and I absolutely love it.
That was it, the doorman to, the crowd, the clique what we had.
Yeah.
Oh man, awesome.
The firm what we had is like...
Scotty Southern, I love him to bits, another tough lad fighting.
I was on
James Pete,
on Fella's door at the time, wasn't
crazy.
I was on
crew.
Fella's door, and then I come from out the Oddies, and you was all in the pit then.
Yeah.
You was all out on the pit, and when it first opened, and there was Lee Woodley was just sitting on a chair.
You see the story, don't you?
Sitting on a chair. Yeah, man, I'm going to move.
They used to talk.
Yeah, amazing memories for all us though as well.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing. Glad to be a part of it all with everybody. And don't forget, folks, anybody's got any different footage, Marcus is going to have a look and see what his family's got for us to put on the blog.
Yeah.
If anybody's got any footage you've got slashed any videotapes away or anything like that, you can get them to me. Any programs you find knocking about with Marcus on it, send them over to me and fill on the messenger and we'll get them on the blog. Just want to thank everybody again for watching this. Thank you again for Marcus coming on. Phil for the idea of doing it, bringing all the boxing community together. And
And also, I want to say as well, you say time and time again, any kids who's like, ever interested in doing any boxing, anything, right? There's how many shows about gyms about like that.
Yeah.
Marcus.
It's a brilliant time for boxing now. Sign up, kids, sign up.
And
Sign up.
other things as well. We on a campaign now. We had
and it keeps the kids off the street.
Pick up
And,
knives and
like,
that,
put the knives down, put the gloves up and all that kind of thing.
Down, pick the knives down,
The shows-
put the knives down, pick up the gloves.
All the people I mentioned, it's huge names. They don't deal with knives.
Exactly.
They're for cowards.
If you're a tough
They're for
man,
cowards.
you use your
These,
fist.
These,
what gives
that's
you
it,
respect.
these.
That's what gives you respect.
Yeah.
And all them people I just mentioned, that's what they. That's
They're
what they do.
gentlemen, aren't they?
Yeah, all
Yeah.
gents as well. No bullies. They're all just proper gents.
And then,
themselves.
and you're doing this for Marcus as well. Come on, lads. If Marcus can't get a bit of inspiration, the Will title there from Wednesbury, Wednesbury Gym. Come on. We got.
And you don't need a knife.
Don't need a knife. Pair of dukes. Put them up. That's what we say. Big thanks to everybody for coming. We've got loads more vlogs coming up very soon, folks. So don't forget to click like, subscribe, and share. Don't beat me to that one this time.
Thank you.
Absolutely awesome.
Brilliant, mate.